Hello, how are you? This is Harriet uh, Atkerson, H. Victoria Hargro Atkerson. I am an author and a writer, and I am inviting you to an upcoming show. We are going to begin having the elders speak on a live program, and you'll be able to talk about the things that you know, things you want to share with the generations who come behind us. As elders, we have a responsibility to give them the knowledge that we have, the memories that we have, and some of the things that we did as younger people when we were busy in the movement and trying to achieve justice. We did a lot, but apparently we didn't do enough because we're still having some of the same problems we had back in the 60s and beforehand. So please join us and make sure you tune in every Thursday at 7 o'clock. We're going to be talking about issues that concerns all of us. The way that things are going today, um, as far as our children are concerned and our families are concerned, our economy is concerned. There's a lot we have to talk about. We do that on our regular group chat, but this is going to be something special. I think I'm very excited about it, and I invite you to join us every Thursday at 7:30. Now, so let's just a word about some little housekeeping tips. We do not have the luxury of having a lot of guests at one time. We are going to be able to do 9 people at a time. We can rotate in and out, but it's 9 people. So if you come online, I'll send you the link. Come online. I'll let you on, and for whatever discussion you want to talk about, and then you can release your time by hanging up and watching the show online, of course. But we can discuss a lot of things, and I think everyone has something special to give and to share with our children and our grandchildren and our great grandchildren. I have great grandchildren. So it would be a wonderful thing if we could share as much as we can, and also to just be there for each other, because I think it's really, really important. So this is wonderful. And thank you. We have a Nikki on the line. Thank you for joining us. This is really great. It's very important that people of my age and older and younger, anyone like 50 and over, I think is an elder, really. And I'm way over that. But I think it's very important that we share our stories. I know when we were growing up, our parents would talk about things that they went through, and the difficulties they had growing up in a segregated society. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, so it was a quite different environment. But as most people say, segregation was a lot better than being here, because one of the things that happens in the northern cities, attitudes and feelings are not talked about, but they're acted upon just like they're acted upon in southern cities. So that's something we're going to take a look at and talk about the progression of Black America and how we have to cope with all kinds of all levels of discrimination even today, and especially in this political climate that we have today. It has really gotten very interesting, to say the least. So one of the things that we need to just pay attention to and be mindful of is that the struggle is not over. We are just beginning to get back into our consciousness about our state of being. I think we all thought that once we had a Black president, we had arrived, but that's not so. Things have always had a backlash. Like when something we make progress, there's always something to set us back. Just like when Martin Luther King was marching, we thought we had achieved so much, but then all of a sudden everything was gone. And they assassinated him. They assassinate, um, our leaders, and we must uh, take a moment to think about what has happened and how it happened. And I think the key of all of this is to not just have one central leader, but we must all join together to lead in the spaces that we are in. And that way we can, no matter what happens to anyone, the movement will still go on. And we will be able to achieve those things that we wish for our children and for ourselves, and create generational wealth for all of us, and learn how to take advantage of the things that have plagued us over the years. So it's going to be a great discussion. I'm just getting the news out, and I will make another announcement later. But next Thursday at 7 o'clock, we're going to be talking about a lot of different issues. And we have guests lined up as planned. And in some, we want to be just impromptu, just stop in, say something, talk to us. You can do that. And we would welcome you. We welcome you to do that. So it's going to be an interesting future for this particular group of people, and we're anxious to know it. A lot of people my age think that because they're seniors, there's nothing else to do except watch the TV, go to church, attend a little party here and there, go to the babies' christenings and babies' showers and weddings and things like that. But there's much more we can do, and I think we need to organize and take part in that process. So thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock. And one of the things I did want to do, because I made a huge mistake just the other day, one of our group members had tapped me up the other day. I heard from a student of mine that he had passed away. His name is Skip Mason. I had just talked about this in one of my classes a few months ago. And he said that he had passed away. And here he was on our group chat saying, "Hey, I'm alive. I'm not dead." And I was like, "Oh my God, how could I have made such a terrible mistake?" I didn't check it, but my apologies to Skip. I do plan to do a portion of my upcoming podcast next week. We're going to be doing it on Skip's book, which is, let me see if I have it here. I have it right here. It's called Going Against the Wind. And it's all about Black America, raised in Atlanta, Georgia. He has tons of pictures and everything in it. I'll have these pictures ready for you to look at and to enjoy with me, because in writing, which I do every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, I teach writing and also talk about my books to anyone who wants to learn, because I think there's a story in each and every one of us. So we have to take a look at that and think of ourselves. We're all scribers and we're all storytellers. We tell the best stories in the world. And I had plenty of practice in that just within my family. So one of the things that we must remember is that writing started with us. Books started with us. The whole legacy of library science is ours to own. And we have to teach this to our children. That's why I say the Elder Speaks is such a good platform, because we can talk to our children and tell them and give them directions on who we are as a people, who we were back in ancient days, and who we are moving into the future, and what they can do to help change the trajectory of our lives, because we don't have to do that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Our writing skills, we have more inventions than anyone else. Our history is much more excellent than we have been told. We are kind of a lost people. I just heard Cat Williams say on a video the other day, just because they knocked the noses and the lips off of the Sphinx and all those statues to make certain we did not know who made them or created them, it does not take away from our brilliance. It doesn't take away from our contribution to this world. And almost everything that was invented or discovered, we did that. And we are indigenous people of the world. So one of the things I'm getting into now, and I'll be talking about this a little bit when we go live next week, talk about how we describe ourselves, because we describe ourselves as Black American, although we are dark, we have a dark skin. We are not black. We are indigenous people of the world because we explored this whole planet. We were here 6,000 years before any Anglo-Saxon had his feet on this planet. So we must remember that. And we have to teach our children about how significant our history is and how precious it is. And that's why we need to get together, talk about it, and invite others. So like the show, share it, and then you want to subscribe to it, because every week it's going to be broadcast on the Elder Speak. So you can see it there and share it with all your friends. And I look forward to chat with you next week. And we also open up a chat room if you want to talk to each other about different topics. So bring out some topics that we could discuss on the show. I want to tell you my email address is fourthwardpublications@gmail.com. Be sure to use that when you want to get in contact with me, or you can leave a message on our chat line, which is right on our group chat. So thank you so much. And God bless. I'll see you soon. And peace. Take care. And God bless.